What's poppin'? You are, it's your girl, Amani Sharifa. What's up? What's good? What's poppin', yo? Shout out to all my people. That is so nice. Back into your girl channel. What's up, mama, papas? What's good, you are? So, on to these episode, babies. We are going to be doing part 2, my loves, talking all about detrimental character flaws. But today we're going to talk all about how to heal past some detrimental character flaws, some really great practices, good things that you can do to start guiding you, babies, on that path to heal, to overcome those detrimental character flaws, my loves. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So I will be giving my baby girls, fellas, some more advice. So let's go on. We're gonna have way one into it. Let's do it. Thank you again for tuning back into your Go channel. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. What's poppin', babies? What's good, you are? What's up, my loves? What goody, what goody, what goody? Yeah. Yeah. What goody? Yeah. What's up, babies? What's goody? So, on to this episode. I'm really excited, mama, papa. Like I said, we're going to be doing part 2, babies. Oh yeah. Part 2, where we talk all about, the detrimental character flaws. But we're gonna actually talk about today how you can, start to heal, overcome, conquer, defeat, my nigga, the detrimental character flaws, my girl, my dude. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have already tuned into part 1, good, keep listening to these episodes. But baby girls, fellas, if you actually have not listened to part 1, where I talk about what is detrimental character flaws, what does this term mean, and why you need to overcome it, blah 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 blah. Baby girls, fellas, what I'm going to need you to do, my loves, is stop this episode right now. Stop my big ass mouth from talking right now. Go to the description box below. I will have part 1 episode linked in the description box below, babies. I highly recommend, my loves, to listen to part 1 first. Before listening to these episodes. Because if you did not tune into part 1, baby girls, fellas, you're not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about today. You're not going to see the relevance of what we're going to be talking about today. So it's really important, babies, with some shit. Definitely check out part 1 first if you have not already tuned into that episode, because again, we're talking all about what does detrimental character flaws terms mean and why it's so, important to overcome it. So definitely check it out, my loves. It's going to be linked in the description box below. But like I said, babies, if you've already tuned into that episode, then keep listening, because we're going to you already know to these part 2, we going to be motherfucking diving deep into some great things that you can do to heal past that. So, with that being said, babies, like I said, I'm really happy and excited to talk about, the healing steps of it, because I want to get my baby girls, fellas, on some really good paths, and just kind of for you to have a direction of what you can do, mama, papa, to start to get on that track, of healing those detrimental character flaws. Now, like we talked about on part 1, babies, everybody Shane, let me just put this out here, my nigga. Everybody's detrimental character flaws can be different. It really depends on you. It really depends on like what the hell you have going on in your life. So everybody, it's gonna look different for everybody. Some people can't struggle with the same detrimental character flaws. Others may have different. Some may be, like I said, before in part 1, it could be not as extreme. Some it could be a lot more intense. But either way, what I really want to like break down, babies, is some really good general things that you could do, mama, papa, no matter like what your detrimental character flaw is, that could really help you, baby girls, fellas, get on that well good track. You ain't shame for wow, also, but other shut. So let's first talk about, you need to figure out. This is the first step. You need to figure out what the fuck is your detrimental character flaw. You need to figure this shit out, my nigga. So, what do I mean by that? Like, figure it out. Right? You could be thinking, babies, what do I mean by figuring it out, right? So, what I mean, mama, papa, is that you gotta ask yourself that whether if you want to get like a pen and paper and do this, or if you're just taking a mental note in your head, but you need to really kind of review and ask yourself, baby girls, fellas, what is it that you really feel like Allah, God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the divine, the Most High, whatever they, baby girls, fellas, that you want to call God, my loves. Fine by me, because God got multiple names, she ain't shame. But you gotta really, really ask yourself, babies, like, what is it that Allah, God, the universe, has really been guiding you to heal in your life that is considered to be that detrimental character flaw? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think back, my loves. You gotta think back, babies. You gotta really ask yourself, sweethearts, what is it that has really been plaguing you? And when I say plaguing, bothering you, being a motherfucking inconvenience to you, that Allah, God, the universe has been showing as a sign in your life that you need a motherfucking shit outgrow, that you need a heal, that you need to change, that you need to elevate from. That's considered to be your detrimental character flaw. So if you already know what that is, then sure, you good. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. But if you don't know what is your detrimental character flaw, whether if it's one specific thing or it's multiple things, then you need to figure that out. You need to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? And as you go in life, babies, keep this in mind, my loves, because as you already know, life is a growth process. You ain't saying? Life is a growth process, my loves. So the more that you grow in life is the more things that along the universe will require you to grow, change, elevate over time. You know what I'm saying? It's different levels though, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So at a specific time in your life, there may be certain specific things that you really can feel like along the universe has been guiding you through your intuition, through signs, through synchronicities, which is a series of events to get your attention to something bigger. You feel like he giving you gut feelings on specific things that in that moment you need to change. You need to work on within yourself. Those things that that you can really put your hands out on and say, I know for sure that I need to work on this within myself. I know for sure that there's a couple things that I need to work on within myself. That really is, that detrimental character flaw. Those are the ones, babies, that you really want to zone in on, mama, papa. You feel me? You feel me? Those are the ones, sweethearts, that you really want to zone in on. That you really want to, put your attention onto. So that way, you can alchemize and heal that detrimental character flaw. You know? So, but you know at that point what your detrimental character flaw is, whether if it's a few or one in that moment, right? So now that you know what the detrimental character flaws does, that along with the universe has guided you to work on, right? The question is, you want to know the $1 million question? You want to know? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure? Are you really, really sure? You sure? You sure you ready? You sure you ready for what I'm about to ask you? Are you sure? Are you really, really sure? Okay. The $1 million question, my nigga, is what is your ass gonna do about it? Hey, Shay, what are you gonna do? Now, you could be thinking like, you know, fellas, you could be thinking like, well, sir, we talking about me healing that, so, sure, the nigga gonna try to heal it, nigga gonna try to work on it. What you talking about? Baby girls, you could be thinking like, God, what the hell you talking about? Like, I'm listening to this because I'm trying to work on it. What you mean what I'ma do? What you gonna do? Y'all could be thinking like, ooh, like, chill out, you are. Relax, mama, papa. Nah, you are, but also about, like, what I mean by, like, what are you going to do? You need to make up your fucking mind right then and there. Are you really going to truly commit to allow the universe and yourself to really working on that bush? You ain't saying? And I don't mean this, you are like on some, oh yeah, you know, I want to work on that, I want to heal past that, I want to, you ain't saying, move differently, blah, 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 blah. And then you go back on your word like, nah, my nigga, I'm talking about like, you need to really fucking figure out, are you going to truly commit yourself to striving, to holding yourself accountable, to heal, work, change that detrimental character flaw within yourself, babies? And here's the reason I say this, my loves, because, you know, sometimes you can have the intention of like really working on something, like really, you know, changing something within yourself, really healing something within yourself. And then the moment you are tested by a log of the universe with a little bit of, you know, like life's duality to touch the feet on if you're going to like continue to work hard to change that within yourself, sure, you back the fuck out. Saying, are you resort back to doing the very things that you claim you want to work on when it comes to that detrimental character flaw? So this is why I asked the question, what are you going to do? You ain't saying? Like, I'm just putting that shit out there, my nigga, because let's be real, ain't nobody perfect at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that you perfect, mama and papa. That's not what I'm saying. You know, like, you already know the rules of the game, what we talked about in the first episode on part 1. Like, we don't judge, because nobody's perfect other than a Lord of the universe, babies. But I'm putting this out here because I want you to be really realistic. And I want you to really ask yourself, are you going to like commit to a Lord of the universe and yourself, babies, to really hold yourself accountable in the process and not give up? You know, it's not to say that throughout this process of you healing and working and striving towards, you know, changing and outgrowing and elevating from this detrimental character flaw, that you're going to be perfect throughout the whole process. However, you ain't saying? Well, big on the however, you know? However, sweethearts, it should not be where you are seeing that you want to commit and do this, but you're allowing a lot of inconsistency throughout the whole process when things don't go your way. When you ain't saying, may not have the most favorable day. So because of that, you allow yourself to get slipped back onto, you know, that detrimental character flaw, no matter what the hell it is. Because the truth of the matter was, a Lord of the universe is going to test you. If you talking about that, sure, you want to heal this within yourself, you want to work on this within yourself, you want to do this, you want to change this, the Most High thinking like, Allah goes thinking like, okay, I hear you, my dude, I hear you, my girl. Alright, let me touch you a little bit. Since you claim you want to change, and I want you to change because you need to change. But let me see if you really committing to me and to yourself to really change. Let me see how you gonna act when this happen. That may not be in your favor. When that happen, that may not be what you want to happen. When this happen, that may not be what you maybe want to hear. Let me see if you still got that gun-ho attitude that you want to change. Or are you going to bend forward and break? Or are you going to stand 10 toes, my nigga, and really keep on that faith walk and change that detrimental character flaw? Because that's really what I want you to do. You ain't Shane? That right there? That's literally, babies, a log of the universe energy. When you talk about that, you're seeing you want to heal, grow, elevate, and change that detrimental character flaw. You know? So it's really about mama, papa. If you talk about babies that, you're like, okay, baby girls, fellas, you seeing to yourself that you know what your detrimental character flaw is. You identified what it is that the Most High Lord God is guiding you to work on and change. And then you say, okay, what do I want to do? I want to change this. So no matter what's going on, I'm striving, sure. I'm working towards that. I'm holding my motherfucking self accountable by the grace of the Lord God to work on what I need to heal, grow, change, and elevate from that's considered to be my detrimental character flaw. And you stay on that consistent path, babies, of holding yourself accountable to actually change, to actually grow, to actually heal, to actually elevate by the grace of our Lord God that detrimental character flaw, regardless of what life's duality is throwing you in that moment, my loves. And life's duality represents good life experiences and negative life experiences, like we kind of touched on in part 1, my loves. So that's the big question of what are you going to do? Because you gotta really be real with yourself, my girl, my dude. I'm keeping it in the bed with you. I ain't just seeing the shit for the hell of it. I'm putting this shit out here so you can know what's good. You got to really be real with yourself. When you talk about that, you want to heal past this detrimental character flaw. And you gotta know that shit, nothing of value come at ease, my dude, my girl. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? You're going to be a realized dude, a realized girl, and hold your shit 10 toes. And you're going to be willing to work with the Lord of the universe to work on that detrimental character flaw so that we babies you can heal, grow, and become a better version of yourself. Or you going to punk out like a weak guy's bush, a weak guy's nigga at the end of the day. And you're going to bend forward and break to the pressure. What you want to do, baby? What you going to do? Because diamonds, they made under pressure, my nigga. Oh, God. Diamonds formed under pressure. You know what I'm saying? So what you going to do is the question. So if you see to yourself, you know what you want to do, which is that you're willing to hold yourself accountable. Not saying you're going to be perfect, babies. Because, whenever you're growing and changing, you're gonna have those growing pains. You know what I'm saying? Where you're going to have those moments where you're really going to have to pick yourself back up and motivate yourself by the grace of the Lord God to keep going. And this goes down to actually the next step that you need to do, which is really important after you really kind of figure out are you really committed to this, which is one of my favorites, which is actually my favorite. Prayer or meditation or both. Oh yeah. Let me say that one more time. prayer, meditation, or both? So prayer and meditation, my loves. And I want you all to really listen to me when I say this, because this is for wow. You know, like I know I play a lot, you know, I joke a lot, because you know I'm silly and shit like that. But you know I be making a point if you really listening. Like you really listening to it, but you know I be speaking fast. By the grace of the Lord God. But no, like prayer and meditation is so it's so empowering. When you talk about that, you are really trying to get past this detrimental character flaw in your life. I'm being dead ass for well, my nigga. You can't heal shit. You can't change shit. You can't outgrow, elevate anything without a Lord God, the universe, helping you through prayer and meditation, babies. I talk so much about this on my channel, and I don't see this to sound, you know, like, oh, this little cliche, bubbly prayer meditation. No, I say this, my loves, because it's real. You know what I'm saying? The power of prayer is very real, you know? And one of the biggest issues into this society is that, you know, people talk all day about they want to change, they want to do this different. You ain't saying they want to do that different. You ain't saying they want to do this, blah, 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 blah. But they don't want to include the very mind that can help them achieve and do the very things that they are desiring to do. Or if they do want to include him or not, it's only for that woman, and then they toss a law going out like he ain't even help them through it. What? You ain't saying? So prayer and meditation is very crucial, because during this time of you babies really trying to like, you know, work on yourself, my loves, and you know, heal past the things that you know Allah God is really guiding you to do, you know, to heal within yourself. You need his power, you know, you need his support, you need his energy, you need his motivation, because Allah God, the universe, will give all of that to you, babies, by working through you to push you, even when you had those low moments, to keep going, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So prayer and meditation is very important, because you need to develop your spiritual development, and it needs to be where you are praying or meditating or doing both. I recommend doing both, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, that's up to you, because everybody's different. But either way, but let me just say something really quick, little side note. Meditation is a form of prayer. That's still prayer. It's just another prayer practice. So whether if you're doing formal prayers and meditation, or you're doing meditation, you know, and formal prayers, both, whatever, either way, you're connecting to the higher power, the higher purpose, which is Allah God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit. You're connecting to that higher power, your creator that has created you, mama, papa. So you need to be doing that every single day, because you need to be strengthening your spiritual foundation. You need to be strengthening your spiritual development. You ain't saying? And I don't give a damn if you say, well, no, I already got a relationship with the Lord God, you know, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Most High already. Now you need to strengthen it more, my nigga. You ain't saying? You could never have too strong of a relationship with the person that created you. You gotta always remember, babies, and this is one of my facts of life on my channel. Allah God, the universe, my loves, he lives within you. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you are striving to work on yourself as a dude, as a girl, then you are working on your relationship with Allah God, the universe, babies, because Allah God, he always going to want you working on yourself to become a better version of yourself. Again, not saying you're gonna be perfect, sweethearts, but striving. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're working to get closer and have that real, genuine, and authentic relationship with your Father, which is Allah God, then you're also working on yourself, because the God, he loves within you. You know what I'm saying? So the reason prayer, you are, and meditation is so important, my loves, is because you gotta think throughout this process, like we've, been kind of discussing, things will not be perfect. You ain't saying like, that's just, you ain't saying like, that's just what it is. That's the reality of the situation. So because this is the detrimental character flaw of yourself, meaning that it's something that, is becoming a detriment or is a detriment to your life, that's prohibiting you from propelling in some kind of way in your life, mama, papa, whether if it's multiple areas or one single area, whatever. But you gotta know that Satan's energy, because remember, Satan is an energy. You ain't saying he can walk through people, places, and things, my nigga. So Satan's energy, the moment that he knows that you trying to heal past that detrimental character flaw, you trying to work on that detrimental character flaw, you trying to change that detrimental character flaw by the grace of the Lord God, Satan's energy is going to try to tempt you through people, places, things happening, whatever, to pull you back into the motherfucking matrix, so that way your ass don't heal past those detrimental character flaws. And the matrix is symbolic for that low vibrational energy that you were on, so that way you don't want to change or don't want to grow or don't want to elevate past those detrimental character flaws to become a better version of yourself. So that's where it goes back to what we were just touching on when we were talking about, like, what are you going to do? Our Lord God, the universe, will permit you to be tested. But guess what? That's also temptation that will come in from the devil. So our Lord God, the universe, will test you by permitting temptation of Satan to come on. But it's all a test, babies. And it's really, really important to understand that when you talking about that, baby girls, fellas, you really trying to heal past those detrimental character flaws, you're going to be tested by your Lord God. And that test is going to have to deal with Satan energy trying to slither around and walk through, in some kind of way to tempt you to say, man, fuck this shit, my nigga. Fuck this shit. Shane. Or just how you just like not even care about the commitment that you really need to allow the universe in yourself, babies. To like become better past what you're going through with that detrimental character flaw, So prayer and meditation. This is where you need to talk to your Father. You need to pray for strength. You need to be very very authentic, very 100 in your prayer to Allah God. The main thing, mama and papa, is that you are genuine and you're authentic. And I stress this a lot. You already know if you tuned into part 1, which is that Allah God, the universe, don't expect for you to be perfect. But when you come to him, you got to be genuine. And you got to be genuine with your damn self. You ain't saying? You got to be real. You got to be authentic, mama and papa. You got to be consistent with his relationship that you're trying to build with him. And you got to also be consistent with your damn self. You ain't saying? And that's where it comes down to. You got to strive for excellence and different in all areas of your life. And hold yourself accountable. So that way, mama and papa, you can grow. And you can elevate and change into that better person, that better version of yourself. But as you already know, it's going to happen over time, babies. So when you're praying to your Father, Allah, you need to make sure that you be around, my nigga. Express one, when you're feeling weak, you need to pray for strength. When you feeling good, feeling, You know, with all the strength in the world, you need to praise him. You know what I'm saying? When you just need to vent, my nigga, you need to be venting. You know, like, it's something that I quote a lot on my channel. I've quoted this before in different episodes, which was a Nipsey Hussle, you know, quote that he said, which was that he said, you know, don't vent to people, vent to God. I mean, shit, yeah. You know what I mean? Our big bro soul, rest in peace. You ain't saying he definitely went big God a lot. You ain't saying. But what bro said was so key, my nigga. He said, don't vent to people, vent to God. You know what I'm saying? Because he understood what that said by him making that statement. He understood the power of prayer. He understood the power of connecting with your creator when, you know, you just have something on your chest, period. When you need to talk to him, you know? So I quote that a lot on my channel, babies, because that's really some 100 shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel free to vent to a Lord of the universe no matter what your mood does, no matter what you're going through in life's duality. Talk to him throughout your process. You ain't saying like kicking with him, like really had that conversation. Don't feel like, let me tell you, don't feel like that when you are talking to a Lord of the universe that in prayer or meditation, you're just you know, you're praying, you're meditating to the ear, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can hear you, you know, like, you feel like that you're just talking to yourself, like, hell no. Let me, y'all got the game fucked up, you ain't saying? Don't ever think like that. Because, you know, just because you can't see his face, that don't mean that he's not around. That don't mean that the energy, he's not there. You know what I'm saying? You have to always know that a Lord of the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High Sweet was, he always listening and being attention. You ain't saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever feel like that. But it goes back to, you gotta walk by faith and not by sight. Just because you can't see him in that room with you, that don't mean that he's not there. You know what I'm saying? That the energy, the spirit, that he's not present. He's there, my nigga, at the end of the day. So you have to, like, block out that fucking chaos, you know, when Satan trying to make us seem like that shit, you just motherfucking pray to, you ain't saying motherfucking nobody. No, sweetheart. When you're being genuine, when you're being authentic, you know, when you're being real, a Lord of the universe, he hears your prayers. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna tell you all no shit that ain't low. That going, well, I ain't even copping on that. He hears your prayers. You know, and that's one of the biggest problems in motherfucking society today, that they built this bullshit ass illusion that prayer and meditation is not a factor. If you are real genuine, go or do, and you really being authentic with your father, and you really talking to him, and you really rock with him, and you really show him that you authentic and you're consistent when it comes to him, I guarantee you, my nigga, he going to show you in your life that he's real. He's going to show you that he hears your prayers. But you got to be consistent with him, and you have to be genuine. Can't go to him on that fuck nigga, fuck bitch type of thing. You ain't saying? Acting like that he don't know what's going on in your heart. Acting like he don't hear them thoughts. Acting like he ain't see them actions. Acting like that he don't hear your words. He hear and see everything. No. I ain't telling you what this like on some just like God. Like, trust me. I'm a firm believer in the Lord God. Cause I know for sure he will. You ain't say I put my life on that for well. I ain't gonna sit up here bullshit about that. He's well. He the only reality in this fake ass matrix world for well. If you know, you know. You know, but babies, for well, prayer meditation, when you're trying to heal past these detrimental coward flows, is gonna help you because you're going to be tested by Allah God. He's gonna test you to see how serious you are when it comes to like valley healing and changing these detrimental character flaws. So prayer, meditation, just be authentic, be real, be genuine, and just talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. And I highly recommend, especially when you are first starting out and you need help, you need to really just talk to her. That you really need help to get past this. You don't know how to get past it. You don't really know how to move when it comes to it. Or if you feel like you know, but you just feel like that you keep reverting back, you need to pray for him to like help you through it. You ain't saying? Like for what? Like just talk to him about that. And you need to really ask him to be with you when it comes to like whatever it is that you are trying to change as your detrimental character flaw. And to piggyback off of what we talked about earlier, when it comes to like figuring out what your detrimental character flaw, I'ma just say this, babies. Because we already talked about that. But if you are somebody that, let's say you really can't pinpoint because you really don't trust your intuition, you ain't saying like, you got motherfuckers out here like that and there's no judgment. But if you really feel like that, you really can't pinpoint like what the fuck it really is that you do. You ain't saying need to like work on and shit like that when it comes to like a detrimental character flaw, prayer and meditation. If you can't figure that out, if you just feel like that you missed all the signs that the Lord God has given you, all the synchronicities, the God feelings, you need to pray or meditate or do both to ask him to reveal it to you. And you got to be patient when it comes to waiting for him to reveal what it is. He will reveal it through what we already talked about. Your intuition, signs, synchronicities, or gut feelings. But here's the thing. You gotta be in tune. You ain't saying? And you need to be praying and meditating every single day. You know what I'm saying? The more you pray and meditate, my loves, and you hold yourself accountable outside of that prayer, is the more your intuition will grow stronger. And you will be able to identify different signs, synchronicities, God feelings, and pay more attention to your intuition, babies, when he's talking to you. But you got to actually, hold yourself accountable. It still requires your own self-development. You know what I'm saying? So prayer meditation is very important. Also just good self-care. During this time of you trying to heal past your detrimental character flaws, it's like what we talked about. When you work on yourself, you're working on your relationship with your creator, Allah God, the universe. When you're working on your relationship with him, Allah God, you're working on yourself. You ain't saying? So a part of working on yourself is good self-care, babies. Really feeding your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your energy, the good things that it needs to really elevate to more of a higher vibrational level, mama and papa. And this is really important because let me tell you why self-care is so motherfucking important. When you talk about that, you're really trying to heal those detrimental character flaws. So naturally, babies, when you talk about the detrimental character flaws, those are low vibrational things, that you're doing in your life, whatever, right? That has become a part of you, a part of your character, a part of your lifestyle, but it's from a negative aspect of how it's impacting your life, right? Am I right? But, right, I'm right. So, naturally, if you're trying to work on things that, are really negative in your life, so that way you could get a better result at the end of the day, you need to add more higher vibrational energy, my loves. Follow me here. Ain't Shay, keep up with my mom. You need to combat that motherfucking negative ass energy with positive higher vibrational energy. And some of that positive higher vibrational energy, baby girls, fellas, can come from really good self-care practices, things that you do on a regular, daily, consistent basis, so that you can start infusing the mind, body, soul, spirit, and energy with more positive, higher level vibrations. The more you get that energy, babies, in your life, is the more that you're going to have more of a higher aspect of not actually falling into that temptation of continuing that path of the detrimental character flaw. You know what I'm saying? Because what have we been talking about? You're going to be tested. You know, and then the test command, that's temptation from Satan in some kind of way. So you want to make sure that on a regular, you're feeding, you know, that good food for thought, which is good self-care practices to help you be more on a higher level vibration. Because once, you know, different things occur in your life while you're trying to like heal past the detrimental character flaw, you need to always kind of think back to the more brighter side of shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to really be able, by the grace of the Lord God, to challenge yourself in that moment, to reel yourself back on, so that way you can keep fighting that detrimental character flaw in your life. You know what I'm saying? So self-care is going to add that good positive energy, babies. If you are constantly surrounding yourself about negative ass, low vibrational energy, that is going to be very easy for you to slip right back on to doing those detrimental character flaws that you're trying to get rid of, my loves. But the more positive, the more higher vibrational energy that you're fulfilling in your life from a soul level, a spirit level, then the more, you know, you're likely to be able to stand strong and be consistent on your path of changing, elevating, going past that detrimental character flaw. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna throw out a couple, like, you know, things that you can do when it comes to like good self-care, because I want you to know that when I'm talking about self-care, I'm really talking about some intro level. You know what I'm saying? Notice I said intro, like introspective at the end of the day, introspection at the end of the day of you going within yourself, mama, papa, and really nurturing yourself like a damn child. You know, like how you gonna nurture a baby? You need to be nurturing yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like the little glitz and glams of self-care. Yeah, that's all good too. Nothing wrong with that, babies. But I'm talking about feeding your mind, feeding your soul, feeding your spirit, feeding your energy, feeding your body good things that is going to stimulate that good high vibrational positive energy to be within you, mama, papa. You're going to need that. You're going to need that. So some really good things that you can do is, you know, you may laugh when I see those shit, but these things are very simple, but it works. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes simplicity is key. You know what I'm saying? You know, like just be what you are. But reading, y'all made me thinking like, what? Like, I thought you was gonna say some bullshit. No, like, I need you to listen to what the fuck I'm seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because am I just seeing this for no reason? Everything that I'm seeing is with purpose. You know? So listen up when I'm talking to you, my loves. Reading is very important. You know what I'm saying? Reading books. Reading good books that is in relation to what you're trying to heal from as your detrimental character flaw. You know? So if your detrimental character flaw, like we gave the example in part 1, if it's laziness, reading books on like how people overcame procrastination, how people overcame failure in life, how people overcame, you know, just self-doubt. limiting beliefs, reading books that's in correlation with what the fuck it is that you're trying to work on in your life. What they say? Hey, Shy, like, what do they say? Reading is fundamental. Yeah, Shy, like, I would tell you, like, I'm the type of gal. I'm the type of bushweed. I'm a firm believer in shit. If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, simple things like that, like reading is fundamental, that is very true. Our minds, it craves to learn information. Not just always, that superficial type of bullshit that's related to the matrix, but to learn real things that's connected to purpose, my loves. So when you are constantly feeding your mind, then that translates to your soul, that translates to your spirit, that translates to your energy, which all of that is housed in your physical body. So you're infusing yourself with more higher vibrational energy. Energy is where you are. That's also another factor on my channel. It's a fact of life. Energy is well. Every motherfucking thing on this dimension has to do with energy. You ain't saying? Energy is not something that you can see with your naked eyes, but it is something that you can feel. It's something that gets transferred from person to person, thing to thing, place to place. It's something that can be transmuted at the end of the day. This is scientifically how a log of the universe has created this dimension. Energy is real. So you have to know that when you are doing things like just reading, that's energy that you are infusing within yourself. That shit, bitch, my dude, you motherfucking lean when you talk about you trying to get some low fuck ass vibrational energy out of your life through that detrimental character fluid. So I highly recommend read some books that's going to be either be in correlation to what you're trying to work on and heal in your life when it comes to the detrimental character fluid, or just motivational things that's going to uplift your spirit, babies. It's very important because that ties into the self-care and it's going to help you in your process of it more. Another good thing is listening to higher vibrational podcasts. Listening to, let me repeat them keywords because you ain't saying those are some keywords I said. Higher vibrational. I gotta put that shit out there because I say listen to podcast shit. I ain't my nigga. I got some podcasts. So, no, I'm talking about listening to some high vibrational ones. Some shit that's really going to feed your soul and your spirit, my nigga. Yeah, ain't shame. So yeah, babies, this is really important as well because you want to, again, it goes back to like what we were just pointing out with reading. You want to start feeding. Like for what, mama, papa, you want to start feeding, your soul, your spirit, your energy, your mind, your body, really good things that it needs, to sustain itself, to get you in that mind frame, changing your mindset. So listening to higher vibrational podcasts, and high vibrational means listening to people that, is on that same vibrational wave as you. That's forward thinking, positive, really, seeing the brighter side to things, optimistic. People that really has a lot of the universe energy within them. You know what I'm saying? Rather if these people have gone through the same things as you, or people that has, went through similar things as you. You know what I'm saying? But just people that have that very good positive energy that's more on the higher vibration of a lot of the universe. So that way it can motivate you to stay on your path, babies. You know what I'm saying? It's really important because when you're listening to those, podcasts and shit like that, you never know how that can inspire you in so many kind of ways, and your journey of healing past, these detrimental character flaws. And like we've been talking about, a Lord of the universe, he speaks to you through signs. He speaks to you through synchronicities, God feelings, and your intuition. So a Lord God, like he can be speaking to you through different things that you're just listening to, because he's trying to get it to click. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get something to click in your mind that he wants you to do, that he wants you to stop doing. He's trying to motivate you through different things. So podcasts that are more on the higher vibrational side is very important, because it is going to help you heal past motherfucking shit that you're going through. It's going to keep your spirit more at a higher level. Remember, babies, like for well, sweethearts, you have to be feeding your soul. Now that you're on this path, mama and papa, and you're really trying to heal past those detrimental character flaws, you gotta be motherfucking feeding your soul. And you got to be feeding your spirit good things that's going to nurture the hell out of it. Because shit ain't gonna be rainbows and sunshine all the time. I'm sorry. It's not. Like I'm just giving it a deal with you. It's not going to be rainbows and sunshine all the time. Especially when you are trying to change. Change is one of the most hardest things for humans to do, because it do require a lot within you, babies. So you got to really, like I said, you gotta combat those negative forces that's going to be trying to get you to stay in that low fuck ass vibrational energy by continuing those detrimental character flaws. You gotta combat that shit, mama and papa. And the way that you gotta combat it is by doing different good things that's going to help you through your self-care, which is feeding your mind, soul, spirit, energy, and body, so that way a Lord of the universe can keep infusing you with that energy, baby, to stay on that path of healing and changing. The more that you feed yourself that good vibration, is the more that your higher vibration raises. Same thing like we talked about when it comes to prayer and meditation. And that's where it all comes in full circumference. Everything that I'm talking about today, babies, it all ties together. You know what I'm saying? It's all in correlation together. It all coincides together. You know what I'm saying? It coincides together for wow. So it's like, you gotta know that these good things are gonna keep bringing your vibration higher, which when it's higher you can tolerate more. When it's at a low vibration, shit, you really can't tolerate for well, or like a spiritual level, you can't really tolerate shit for well. You may think you can, but now you really can't, my nigga. Now when it really comes to the spiritual warfare of it, because if you could, then you would have been healing past these detrimental character flaws before you're starting to do it now. But if you've never been able to overcome those things, it's because there was something lacking, mama and papa, within yourself, that from a spiritual level, it wasn't strong enough to beat them detrimental character flaws. Remember, all that shit, that's low vibrational energy that Satan will use to keep you at a low vibration. So when you start to motherfucking beat that shit by the grace of a lower God, which is all symbolic, my loves, for you starting to change yourself and outgrow those phases in your life, is because spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, energetically, and physically, you are becoming more of a stronger person, a more higher vibrational person. So these are really good things, that you can do when it comes to just doing some good introspective self-care things. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, these are not the only ones. These are just a couple little quick examples, but just what I'm essentially saying, but self-care, you need to feed the mind, the soul, the spirit, the energy. Get outside. And nature is full of a logo, the universe energy. The trees, the air, the sky. You need to be around that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Because that energy will go onto you. So get outside. Those are like just some good examples, but not the only ones, but those are a few things that you can do that will definitely help, help you with the process when it comes to you like trying to heal these detrimental character flaws. And that's just on some 100 shit. You ain't saying. Now, the next thing is definitely your therapy life coaches. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. What I'm going to say about us, my loves, because I've said this before on my channel. Not everybody like to go to therapists. Like I don't have anything against therapists. I don't look down upon therapists or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is that not everybody feel comfortable going to therapy. You ain't saying. Let's just be real. Not everybody motherfucking feels she ain't comfortable going to a motherfucking stranger and telling them the life story, and that they don't even know if these people are really going to even help them in any kind of way. You ain't saying, like, just be a dumbass for wow. So this is the reality of today's time. Just because they're a therapist, that don't mean it where that person will just feel comfortable to say, oh well, I trust them. And that's just being real, my nigga. I ain't trying to sit up here and talk about nobody that's a therapist. I don't look down upon therapists. I'm not against therapists. That's not what the fuck I am saying. Let me put that out there. Let me put that shit out there really quick, because that's not what I'm saying. Let me make it very clear. That's not what the bush is saying. But what I'm saying, the reality of the situation is that a lot of people don't feel comfortable going to therapy because they don't really trust in the person that is quote unquote supposed to be their therapist. You gotta respect motherfuckers for where they're at and not for where you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? And all that means is you need to respect when people differ from what you may believe in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So I say that, babies, because therapy is amazing. But then also there's an alternative called life coaches that a lot of people are looking into as well. So I will recommend whichever logo the universe guides you to do in your life, then you do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the flip side to that, if you listening and you like, shit, I'm be that ass for, I ain't trying to go to neither one. Saying like, baby girls, fellas, if you have that mentality, like, my mom, you thinking like, girl, I ain't trying to go to no damn therapist. Like, on some while, I'm not really trying to talk to her. I don't know who the hell is this lady? I don't know. And I ain't about to talk to her ass. But at least you could be there like, yeah, I hear you sus and all of that, but shit, I ain't never know nobody that went to therapy or shit I done. That shit like just for me. That ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to do no shit like that. Like, I ain't talking no random ass person. You ain't saying like, baby girls, fellas, that could be your outlook. You know what I'm saying? So to my mama and papas that feel like that, another alternative that I definitely recommend and I stand by, my nigga, what I like to go on online therapy, aka YouTube University and Google. Oh, now hear me out, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you have people that actually do formal online therapy, and of course, if that's what you feel along the universe is guiding you to do in your life, of course, do it if you feel like the Most High is guiding you on that way. But again, there are people, babies, that don't want to do no in-person therapy. They don't want to do no life coaches type of therapy. They ain't trying to do no online therapy. They ain't trying to do none of that shit. So another good alternative, that is what I like to consider online therapy for people that really don't feel comfortable telling the whole life story to somebody that they don't know. Watch videos on YouTube. Do research on Google about the different things that is considered to be, babies, your detrimental character flaws. You know, this is one of the best ways, my loves. Like on some wow, this is one of the best ways to kind of get like a form of therapy without having to actually talk to somebody about what the fuck you got going on. I'm being dead ass for wow, like think about it like this, mama and papa. We live at an age full of information, where by the grace of our Lord God, one of the biggest blessings nowadays, if you look at it from more of a higher aspect, is that you do have online people that put up tons of information that could be a benefit to you. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many people on YouTube gives, the testimonies, do like different things that I'm doing, where they give, tips, processes, things that you can do that can really help you. Share story times they're almost in relation to yours or similar. Like just inspirational things that really you need to hear that can help you. That is a form of therapy. It's a form of therapy, just like when we talked about the podcast of like you listening to good high vibrational podcasts that's talking about things that can help you from a higher vibrational aspect. It's the same thing when you looking up YouTube videos and Google, different things. You can look up different articles, different blog posts, blog sites, things that are all in correlation to what you're trying to heal from. There are tons of people like that online, and the good thing about it is like, on YouTube it should be for free. You ain't saying? So you can literally be just googling YouTube and this bitch up. You ain't saying what the hell it is that you're going through, and you can get really good outlooks and aspects, and you never know, babies. Most of the time, along with the universe, when he sees that you are very genuine and you're very sincere and really holding yourself accountable when it really comes to like healing those detrimental character flaws, he will guide you to the right people to listen to. He will guide you to the right pages to go to. He will guide you to the right websites to visit, to get the different information, to hear the different things that you need to hear that's going to help you, babies. That's going to help maybe change your mindset in a good, positive way that can help with your healing process when it comes to the detrimental character flaws. So a lot of people that, on some wow shit, that, is going through different things in life, a lot of people, whether if they want to admit the shit or not, some people, not all of course, but people that really have a higher outlet, when it comes to like viewing things, they have a higher way of viewing things. Their outlet is plugged in differently. They have looked online, you ain't saying? And they found really good people online through places like YouTube, where they were able to like basically be held in different kind of ways by the grace of a lower God, through just watching different people that have overcame maybe some of the same struggles, sweethearts, that they have went through. So this is why these are really good outlets, and they are another form of therapy. Even you are right now listening to my bug ass mouth and shit like that, and me, like, giving this whole episode and stuff like this. This is a form of online therapy, because you're getting information that is going to help you, mama and papa. You're getting information that is going to motivate you. You're getting information that's going to inspire you, babies, to do better by the grace of a lower God. This is what I'm talking about. Higher vibrational content that you're listening to or you're viewing, that's going to help you and feed that soul, that spirit, that energy to keep going on your path when it comes to healing your detrimental character flaws. Sure, you may be having a fucked up ass D1D, and then a lower God guide you to listen to something on YouTube that tells you something that you need to hear. You ain't saying, and trust me, trust the motherfucking believe, girl, fellas. That shit not by no damn coincidence. Coincidences? Well, quick side note, that shit don't exist. I said it before on my channel, and I'm gonna say it again. Coincidences is bullshit. That shit don't exist. Everything in life, babies, it all happens for a reason, So you come across a YouTube video that really a Lord of the universe guided you to, listening to that shit, it uplift your whole spirit. It got you right back on track. Why? Because the universe, a Lord God, placed that right on your damn timeline for you to listen to, so that way you can stay on track. So understand that utilizing the resources that you have, like YouTube, Google, where you can view certain things, that is definitely, babies, one of the biggest forms of therapy. So I recommend strongly type whatever you need to type on YouTube, Google, to search the different topics that along the universe, guide you to search. That's, all coinciding with what you're trying to heal from, or motivational words, whatever practices that you want to start beginning, and you're trying to look up some good practices, whatever. Use it. Use all of that to your advantage, because it's definitely going to help you, my loves. And some people, you have a lot of people that they do actually want to go to therapy, where they talk to somebody, whether if it's in person or online, and they may not have the finances to do it. So this is another good alternative, my loves, until along the universe blesses you to have it, where you can afford it. And then, like I said, like we just talked about, you have people where they can afford it, but they don't want to motherfucking go to that shit. And either way, I just think it's all about respect. Respect motherfuckers for where they're at, and not for where you want them to be. But, like I said, babies, I don't have anything against, therapists or therapy or anything like that. But I'm just being dead ass for what? You got people out here that don't feel comfortable with that. And you can't fault them and say that they're wrong for that, because that really just may be their character of how a Lord God has built them, where they don't feel comfortable in that type of study. So a Lord God may, place other things in their life that could also be a form of therapy without them actually having to go to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm recommending YouTube, Google, because those are two amazing sites that has access to tons of information that can really help heal you in a positive way, because the Lord God will guide you to the right people. And if you don't know different, of course, YouTube accounts that you can view, or sites and stuff like that, that's another thing, babies. You can pray for or meditate to a Lord God of the universe, prayer or meditation, to ask him to guide you to the right people, and he will. This is why I discussed earlier in the episode, prayer and meditation is very key. when you talk about that your motherfucker not trying to heal past them detrimental cognitive flaws, I'm seeing anything, babies, that you have problems with, that you're unsure about, that you need answers with, that shit that you happy about, whatever. You need to go to prayer, meditation, and speak to a Lord of the universe about what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? It's so important. So, my loves, I hope this helps, babies. I hope this helps, mama, papa. Awesome. Well, babies, you know, these things that we discussed today, you know, when it comes to like the different practices, the different general things that you can do, can really help you. Like once the world, it can really help you. And I know these things may sound very, you know, like cliche. They may sound real simple. They may sound like, you know, things that, oh shit, this shit not, no, the shit is gonna work, my nigga. But you gotta have that real attitude where you believe in the Lord of the universe and yourself. And I gotta keep putting that shit out there, because that's for wow. You know, like, you can't put these limiting beliefs on yourself. When you talk about that, you're really trying to heal past some low vibrational shit in your life that are detrimental character flaws. You know? And again, simplicity is key. That is one of the things that in today's society is missing. You know what I'm saying? The glitz and glamour, everything, but not actually viewing things for more of a more foundation aspect. And a lot of times with the foundation aspect, it don't require all the glitz and glam, but it does require being genuine and authentic and consistent and real, and having belief and faith, and utilizing the different resources that a Lord of the universe is giving you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times those resources don't require that much. You know, so these are some just good starter tips, some good starter practices, some general things that no matter what type of detrimental character flaw that you have, mama, papa, you can begin doing these different things that I have mentioned, and you will start to see more things open up in your life when it comes to like you having that strength and that power within yourself by the grace of the Lord God to stay on that path. Understand, babies, these are not the only things. These are just a few things that can get you started. But once you get started on these few things, what you will notice is that a Lord God will then start to guide you even more when it comes to like, you know, like you doing more things in your life. Because trust me, it ain't just gonna only be these things that we talked about today. These are just some general things to get you started. But the Lord God, when he sees that you're really or genuine, and I gotta keep saying genuine because he knows your motherfucking ass is speaking versus genuine. You know, if he sees that you're really genuine, babies, he's definitely going to guide you on more things that you need to implement. But it's going to help you, mama, papa. And once in a while, it's going to help you. It's going to, you know, put things more in perspective of different things that you need to start implementing in your life, so that way these things can be held for the detrimental character flaws. So again, you know, stay very in tune with your intuition. You know, pay attention to what he's guiding you through your intuition, babies. Those strong urges, those strong gut feelings. Pay attention to the different signs he's giving you through people, places, and things. Pay attention to the different synchronicities that he's giving you through different people, places, and things. You know, through events that's occurring. Pay attention, because when you praying and meditating to him about whatever it does, in divine timing, and notice I said divine timing because you have to be patient and wait for him to answer. He will reveal to you what it is, but you have to like be in tune with him for you to even recognize that. Or for you to even, once you do recognize that, for you to actually be obedient in that way where you apply it to your life, mama and papa. Regardless of you, let's see, you, like I said, you've already had a relationship with the Lord God and you're strengthening God, or you're somebody that, let's say, you never had a relationship with him, but you're feeling more called, you know, to like start that relationship with him and shit like that, babies. Either way, if you feel that a Lord God is calling you to either strengthen it or develop your relationship, you know, because you're trying to do all of this with healing your detrimental character flaws, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, as long as you still living, you still breathing, if a Lord God, the universe, is calling you to like get closer to him, you got every motherfucking right, my nigga. Period. And don't let nobody out here try to tell you different. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody do that. If you know that you're really feeling that strong urge, you got every right. Regardless if you had a relationship with him before and it needs to get stronger, or you ain't never had one. At the end of the day, if he's calling you to do that and you know that really within your spirit, then you got every right, baby. That's your father. At the end of the day, you got every right if he's guiding you in that kind of way. So be, you know, very attentive to the different things that he's showing you, you know, during this process, because again, he is going to show you more things that you need to do outside of what we talked about today. But this is really going to help you in the beginning, but you gotta stay consistent, mama and papa. You know, you gotta stay consistent. Nothing about you comes at ease. So you talk about that you want to change, you talk about that you want to elevate, you talk about that you want to grow, you talk about that you want to heal past all these detrimental character flaws. Okay, so now it's time to show a Lord God, the universe, that that's what you really committed to do, babies. Now it's time to show that person that you look at in the mirror, which is yourself, that you're really committed to do it, babies. It's time to do that. You know, and you gotta know, mama and papa, the process is not always going to be easy. You're gonna have good days. You're not gonna have, you know, the best days. But that's a part of the process. But you gotta keep speaking out those good things to yourself. So doing these things that we talked about today is gonna help elevate, you know, that higher vibrational energy within you. And more things that the Lord will guide you to do in divine timing is going to elevate the higher vibrational energy within you. And then that low vibrational energy is going to start to pretty much die off little by little. And different things that you knew was like a struggle for you at one point was called about connected to your detrimental character flaw. That shit going to end up subsiding till we are eventually you conquer that bush. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it goes down to. Once you heal past and outgrow those phases and change and elevate from those detrimental character flaws that you started this process with, babies, then you go to another level. You know what I'm saying? You go to another level. You ascend. And you go to another level, another vibration. And the Lord God will guide you on more things, you know, in life for you to challenge yourself to like do. So, you know, it's all about, my loves, self-ascension, self-growth. If you talk about that you want better for yourself. And no matter like what fucking past you come from or whatever like that, no matter what you did or didn't do in the past, who the fuck cares? Shane, like, we ain't talking about that. Like, who cares? And I see that because don't judge yourself, you know, harshly in that kind of way. Because if a Lord God, we always think about it like this, mama and papa. If a Lord God is calling you You ain't saying? It's the reason you're listening to me right now. If he's calling you to do better in your life, you got every motherfucking right to do better. And you don't have to allow people, places, things, or even yourself from a low vibration to tell you differently. You know what I'm saying? If the person that created you is trying to guide you to like do better, and you know you really feel like you want to, it don't matter about the past. It's about what are you doing right now. You know? It's not about like what people started. It's about what they're doing in that present moment and where they end up, my nigga. On God. You ain't saying? Motherfuckers could talk all day about they past, but what are you doing right now? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing right now that could affect your future from a more positive, higher vibrational aspect? We don't want to hear all that shit. You bumping out the motherfucking guns about the past, nigga. What you doing now, though? What you doing right now that's going to help and elevate you? You know what I'm saying? So don't allow your past from like a negative aspect, babies, to define you. You know, let your past be a part of your story, your history. But don't allow it to like be this tyrant in your life that makes you feel chained down to it, to where you can't be anything greater, mama and papa, because of your past. Fuck that shit, my nigga. You ain't saying? If a little good universe permitted it to happen, it was for a reason. You know, always meant for you to learn lessons from. You ain't saying? But you gotta learn those lessons so you can get blessings and divine timing. Every lesson turns into a blessing, but you gotta abstract the lesson in order to get the blessing by your Lord God's grace. So you got to learn from the different things that you've been through in the past and then apply it to your life, mama and papa. And in divine timing, the Lord God will reward you with blessings and a specific area or multiple areas in your life for the fact that you stood 10 toes and you did what was right with his help to heal and go past different things that you've been through, babies, or going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about that you've been through this, you've been through that in the past, whatever. It's not about that you have this detrimental character flaw, that detrimental character flaw, and you feel like you can't get past it because it's been in your life for however long. Who cares about all that? If you know, mama and papa, that a Lord God, your father, is showing you that he wants better for you and that you could do better. You ain't saying? You're not gonna be perfect. So don't. A lot of people are afraid to change because they feel like they gotta be perfect. You don't gotta be perfect, mama and papa. We already talked about that. You damn sure can't be Satan's son or daughter now. I ain't saying that either. But you don't have to be perfect. Always remember, one of the facts of life, you got to be genuine. When you have that relationship with the Lord God and yourself, be consistent with that relationship with the Lord God and yourself, and strive for the excellence in all areas of your life. And over time, you're going to grow, change, elevate, because you hold yourself accountable. But it's not to say that in doing all of that, you're going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect, because the Lord God's the only person that's perfect. He don't expect for you to be perfect, but he do expect for those very things I just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So don't put that type of pressure on yourself for perfection. Don't try to be perfect. Strive to be real. Don't strive to be perfect. Strive to be real. Strive to be authentic. Strive to be yourself at the end of the day. Strive to be a higher vibrational version of yourself through growing, changing, and elevating over time. Perfection only exists through a Lord of the universe, because he's that only perfection. But you should strive to be real and authentic and genuine. So I love you, babies, so much. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, sweethearts. So much. Please like this video so that way our channel can continue to grow, babies. Comment below, let me know, like, is this your situation? Like, if you are going to actually start to implement these good practices, these good things that you can begin to do, my loves, when it comes to like healing your detrimental character flaws, let me know. Make sure you subscribe, become a part of the Dynasty, hit that notification bell so you are updated when I post my next topic. And check out the playlist too. I have so many topics in there, my loves. Actually, I would highly recommend, just check out the Manifest Wisdom 419 podcast show playlist, because there are so many topics in there that you never know, like, could actually help you when it comes to healing past, different detrimental character flaws. There may be different themes in there, different topics that may touch on things that maybe you're going through. So I will recommend check all the playlists out, but definitely check out the podcast show playlist, because there might be something in there for you, my love. So definitely tune into it. Pretty soon, I'm going to be having a lot of new series that get introduced to my channel. These will be new series that you can actually watch, babies. Not just listen to through the podcast or brush my door. If you follow my motherfucking podcast, you definitely going to be following the series that you can watch. It's gonna be lit, you are. We gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have a good time. We gonna be laughing, shit. We gonna be kicking the shit. It's gonna be a vibe, we gonna give like a lot of different advice, but it's gonna be a lot of different things, that do get introduced to the channel. So definitely stay tuned. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and follow your girl on Instagram. My Instagram name is right on my screen, so go ahead and motherfucker follow your girl. Follow me. Because I would love to have you, sweethearts, about our money Sharifa Dynasty. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. But until next time, babies, peace, love, and light always. Mwah. Later.